Hello, I'm Damon Zell, and this is Echoes from the Front, your home for all sovereignty news, Corp Alliance news, kill boards, and helpful guides. If you like the video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to our channel, hit your post notifications, and in the comments, please put down any topics you would like to see me cover in the future. Today, we're going to do a dive into planetary production. I've had several Corp mates ask me what it is, why we have it in the game, and I tell them, one, even if you're not going into the industry side of things, it's a great way of making passive ISK. All you need to do is train into it. Planetary 4, it's not going to take that much time. In fact, Planetary 3, the skill, is even given to you during the advanced tutorials. So what this means is, if you don't train into it, the skill chip itself will give you Planetary Level 3 skill for free. If you have trained into it, it's going to refund those skill points back to you that you can put into something else. Now, every single blueprint in the game requires planetary material, with the exception of rigs. We're not going to get into really the industry side of things today, just how to get started with planetary production. Now, the skill itself is going to be listed underneath natural science and planetology. And at the end of Planetary 4, it's going to give you another planet. So if you train into at least Planetary 4, you're going to have 2 planets with, I believe, 5 arrays on that planet. So let's take a look at how to get started. All right, you're in a system. You can dock up into a station, and all you're going to do is you're going to go to your menu and planetary production. Now this menu right here is going to give you a list of all the planets that you have that are actually within the system that you're at. Now each of these planets on the right hand side will show you what they produce and at the level of what they produce. So we're in a low sec system right here, and the first planet's going to have toxic metals, industry fibers, and oxygen isotopes. Now each of these planets, every planet's going to have something different, just like every blueprint requires different materials. I don't believe I've seen a blueprint that has required less than 5 different materials. Now, as you can see, at the rate of what they're produced is different depending on the planet. What you're looking for is perfect to rich. That will produce the most planetary resources per hour for you. As you can see here, we have sheen component at perfect, and then you have rich fiber composites, and then the rest on that planet is medium. Now, you may not see what you need in the system that you're at. You may have to hunt around, depending on what you want to build, or at least look at the market, see what's selling for the highest amount, and try to find that resource within a planet. Now, myself, I have 2 planets already going, and what they're producing is sheen component and base metals. That's what I'm picking. I will see a lot of the materials or for ships require that. As myself, my alt is building a few Catalyst 2s, and they require a few of these materials that I'm going to need to collect. Now, once you've found a suitable planet with the materials that you want, all you're going to do is you're going to select that planet. You're going to hit place a planetary array, and once you hit that button, it's going to give you another outlook at how many mining arrays that you have available to you. Currently, I have 5, so I have them broken down with 3 going into sheen and 2 into base metals. Now, you can do this however you want. If there's 4 materials on that planet and you have, 4 arrays, you can put 1 in each. You can put them all onto 1. It's your character. Go to town. Once you have your array selected, you're going to hit confirm. Now, it's automatically going to start you off at, I believe, 2.5 hours. You can hit that upper plus, and that's going to kick it right to 24 hours production. Now, when it comes time to harvest your materials, all you're going to do is you're going to come back over to this menu here. You're going to hit launch, and it's going to start shooting everything up into the space hold. Now, you really want to do this when you're actually in the system or near the system. This way you can actually be there to collect it, because other pilots around the area can see your cargo hold in the overview. They can fly there and take your materials without any penalties. Or sometimes what I like to do is sit there, wait at the cargo hold for the pilot to arrive, especially if it's a low-sec system or a null system, and have some fun PvP. So while that's launching, the more materials you have on the planet, the longer it's going to take to launch to your space hold. Also, the skill that you train into is also going to give you a bigger hold on each planet to launch. So we're going to hit set destination. Obviously, it's going to give us a autopilot option. And we're just going to autopilot right there. And then I'm going to be right back when I arrive to this location. It's 18 jumps. Obviously, you don't want to sit here and wait 18 jumps with me. And I'm going to show you how the process is gathering them. Alright, so we're back. We're in the system of our cargo hold, and we're autopiloting there right now. Let's just take the time to appreciate the sexiness of the Galante catalyst, especially with the Earth's skin. Alright, we are shooting right now to the cargo. And there's our box in space. See? It'll have your name on it, your tag. It'll automatically open up the container once you arrive there. I suggest picking up your planetary resources in a ship with a big cargo hold. Also, I want to touch on the amount that is produced depending on the sector you're in other words, your security status. And what I mean by this is I have my planetary production out in nullsec, and the reason for this, a poor planet in lowsec will produce still twice as much as a rich or perfect planet in high sec. Alright, there's nothing much else to it, unless you're going into industry. You just basically, you collect it, you bring it back to your local ITC, you throw it up on the market, and enjoy the benefits that comes with that. So, thank you for watching. Please be tuned to our future videos. And I'm out. Talk to you later. Send me those kill mails.